Good morning, students. We have done till question number 4 in the classworks. Now I'm discussing from question number 5 of 10.5. Question number 5 says, in figure 10.39, A, B, C, D are 4 points on a circle. So first we need to draw a circle. There are 4 points on it. Point A, point B, point C and point D. We have to join them like this, this. Now it is saying AC and BD intersect at E. So AC and BD intersect at E such that angle BEC, that is this angle, is how much? 130 degree. Let me call it, okay, let it be like this only. Angle ECD is 20 degree. Angle ECD, this one is 20 degree. We have to find angle BAC. Angle BAC. This angle is X. We have to find this one. So to find angle X. Now to find this angle X, we need to understand which triangle will help me. If you see triangle BCD, in triangle BCD we can find this angle. We can find this angle. And if you observe, we have learned a theorem that angles in the same segment are equal. That means if this is a chord AB, this is a segment. This complete is a segment. This is also a segment. And whatever angles are there in the same segment like this, they are equal. We have learned this thing. So what we can say is this X is same as this angle. So we can say solution, angle BDC is equal to angle BAC. The reason being because angles in the same segment are equal. Let me erase this once again. Now, so we can say this is also X. Now, in this triangle EDC, if you see, you know 20 degree, you know X. What about this angle? Very easy. We can see this BD is a straight line. So we can say if this is angle 1, suppose we can say angle 1 plus 130 degree. So also angle 1 plus 130 is equal to 180 degree because linear pairs of angle. Solving it, we get angle 1 is equal to 180 minus 130, that is 50 degree. So we have got this angle is equal to 50 degree, and now we can find angle X very easily. So in triangle EDC, angle X plus 20 degree plus angle 1 is equal to 180 degree because by ASP of a triangle, where ASP is angle sum property. Now put the values. Angle X is unknown, 20 we know, angle 1 is 50 degree, it is equal to 180. So that gives me angle X equal to 110 degree. I hope you understood this. Now question number 6. Question is saying ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral whose diagonals intersect at point E. So we all know what is a cyclic quadrilateral. A cyclic quadrilateral is a quadrilateral whose vertices are lying on a circle. So that is a hint for us. So we can draw ABCD here. The quadrilateral point A, B, C and D. Let us join them and we have got a cyclic quadrilateral. So as per the question, this ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral given to us. ABCD, cyclic, quadrilateral, first thing. Then they are saying the diagonals are intersecting at point E. So let us join the diagonals. Let's see where they are intersecting. They are intersecting at point E. Then if angle DBC, that is this angle is 70 degree, and angle BAC, this one is how much? 30 degree. The question wants us to find angle BCD. This complete angle is asked from us. Suppose this complete angle is X. This is being asked. Now, further they are saying that is the second case. So, to prove or to find, sorry. The first thing that we have to find is angle X, and then one thing other is asked, if AB is equal to AC, sorry, AB equal to BC, then also find angle ECD. This is second part to be found, and this is the first part. So let us think how we can find this angle X. Finding this X, that is this angle, is very easy, because this gives me an idea that if I knew this angle, I could have used ASP in triangle DCB and I would have got this value. But the question comes how to get this angle. The question comes how to get this angle. If you observe in this circle, if you are observing, we have this chord CB. And if you are able to observe, this is making two angles in one segment. First this angle and second this angle. Try to observe. But you can say angles in the same segment are equal. That means if this is 30 degree, this is also 30 degree. So we can say this angle is 30 degree. So this we have to write also in the solution. So let us write this. Let me call this angle 1, because this makes it easy to name the angle. So first we can say angle 1 is equal to 30 degree. Now comes the reason, because angles in the same segment are equal. That's it. Now it's very easy. Now we can come to triangle. In triangle DCB, we can say angle 1 plus 70 degree plus X, that is the angle to be found, it is equal to 180 degree by ASP of triangle. And we can say this value of angle 1 is 30, this is 70, this is X is equal to 180. This gives me value of X equal to 180 minus 100, that is 80 degree. So we have found the value of X. Now comes the second part. Second part is saying if AB is equal to BC, try to observe AB equal to BC. This is a triangle A, B and C, and you can see this AB equal to BC. This means if this is 30 degree, this is also 30 degree. Why? Because it is a isosceles triangle, and they are asking angle ECD. Where is it? ECD. Okay, they are asking this angle. Very easy. We know the complete angle is 80 degree. We came to know that this is 30 degree. Can't we find this angle? Very simple. So let's see. Let me call it angle number, this angle, let me call it angle 2. I am naming the angles as per the requirement. Okay. So you can see as and when the requirement comes, I am naming the angles to make it easy for me to write in the solution. Okay. So let me rub this. So the first thing is we can say angle 2 is equal to 30 degree because AB equal to BC, and we all know When two sides are equal, then angles opposite to the sides are equal. Second thing, now we can say as let me call it 3. Again, as the question is required, that's why I'm doing this. As angle x is equal to angle 2 plus angle 3, we can say angle x is how much? We have found 80 degree. Angle 2 we have found 30 degree, and angle 3 is the angle ECD that we need to find. Very simple. It is 80 degree minus 30 degree. 50 degree is equal to angle 3 equal to angle ECD, and with this we have done the question. Okay. Now question number 7. If diagonals of a cyclic quadrilateral are diameters of circle. Now for the first time they are using diameter. Till now they were only giving us the chords. So let us see. First draw the circle. Diagram should be very much accurate to give you a proper idea. It is saying if diagonals of a cyclic quadrilateral are diameters of a circle. So let me draw like this. First let us draw a cyclic quadrilateral A, B, C and D. Let us join it. DC and AB. Now it is saying if diagonals of cyclic quadrilateral are diameter of circle. So this AC is diameter. We all know diameter passes through center, and this DB is also a diameter. This means this intersection is center. This means this is radius, this is radius, this is radius, and this is radius. They all are equal. Now we have to prove that it is a rectangle. Now to prove ABCD rectangle. If you remember that chapter quadrilaterals, to prove a quadrilateral rectangle, first we need to prove it a parallelogram, and second we need to prove it one of the angle equal to 90 degree. This much only we require to do. As soon as we do this thing, we are done. We can say ABCD is a rectangle. Now think how you can prove first it a parallelogram, and second how you can prove one of its angle equal to 90 degree. Please think. Now see, proof. My first motive is to prove it a parallelogram, and I know to prove parallelogram either I have to prove two pairs of opposite sides equal, or I have to prove one pair of opposite sides equal as well as parallel. So let me try to prove AD is equal to CB as well as AD parallel to CB. How that can be done? We all know. To prove two sides equal, we try to look for the triangles in which they are coming. And if you see, OAD is a triangle, OBC is a triangle. So let us try to prove them congruent. Let's see. So in triangle OAD and triangle OBC, we can say angle 1 is equal to angle 2. First thing visible to us. Second thing we know is this OD is equal to OB because both are radius, and similarly we can say this OA is equal to OC. So I think we are done. We can say we have found the three things, and if we go in continuation, we have a side, we have an angle, we have a side. So by SAS criteria, triangle OAD is congruent to triangle OBC. Let us check. OD equal to OB. OD, it is not coming like that. One second, let me correct it. Where is the eraser? OD should come equal to OB. So it should be either like this. or this, and in between we can have C. So which is the correct one? OA equal to OC, this one, and this one is correct. Now the first thing is, we can say by CPCT AD equal to BC. We can say AD is equal to BC because CPCT. So we have got opposite sides equal, and similarly we can say this angle 3 and this angle 4 are also equal. Why? Let's see. This angle 3 is coming with D, angle B is coming with B, so these both are coming at the corresponding. So we can say angle 3 is equal to angle 4 again by CPCT. Therefore we can say, because these angles are equal, can we say that AD and BC are parallel because they are alternate interior angles? Therefore AD parallel to BC, because if alternate interior angles are equal, then lines are parallel. So I hope you are able to understand how I proved ABCD a parallelogram. So let's see. We can say now in quadrilateral ABCD, as AD equal to BC and AD is parallel to BC, therefore ABCD is a parallelogram. So first part is done. We have proved ABCD a parallelogram. Now the question remains is, how shall we prove this a rectangle? For that, let us understand one more thing. One more theorem is there to help us with that. Just try to observe in the new diagram. You can do it in the first one also. Just to make it clear, I am making a new diagram. We know this is a diameter. Class, we know this is a diameter. Tell me, if this AC is a arc, what angle it is forming at the center? Try to see. If this AC is a arc, what angle it is forming at the center? Obviously, it is forming an angle of 180 degree. So, by the theorem that we have learned, a arc makes twice an angle at the center. Then on the remaining part, we can say if this is 180 degree, then this one is how much? 90 degree. And with this, our question is done. So we can say now angle, we can say as arc. For this, let me draw it again so that you can have the proper points to write, because saying and writing is different thing. It should be proper. For the second part, I am drawing a new diagram that will help us to prove it properly. Everything is same, A, B, C, D, where this AC is the diameter. So we can say in this arc AC, as arc AC is forming an angle of 180 degree at center, that is this angle. Therefore, angle D is equal to 90 degree, because angle made by an arc at the center is twice the angle made by it on the remaining part of circle. One, you can use this thing. If you don't want to write all this, you can say directly also. What you can say, if you observe this AC is diameter, that means this is a semicircle. We all know angles formed in a semicircle are always 90 degree. This also you can learn. Whatever angle is formed by a diameter, that will always be 90 degree. This you can write directly also. This is a theorem. Okay. So either you do by this thing or you do by direct theorem that angle in a semicircle is 90 degree. So you can say, so therefore ABCD is a rectangle. That's it. Okay. Now next